The price of success must be paid in full and in advance. Welcome to tonight's Wow Show on TV3 with the Minister for Fun and Entertainment, Otiko Kwaswanana, your guy, woman lover. Shut up, something. Yes, you are welcome. Enjoy every bit of it. We're going to be here for a while, okay? We'll be right back. Welcome from those headlines, and headlines are headlines, and this one is a headline because it's about the president of the most powerful nation in the world. And when he was asked questions about whether he's sounder than his opponent or more intelligent, he asked them to go for a test.
Who is more competent? Whose mind is sounder? Biden beats you in that.
Well, I tell you what, let's take a test. Let's take a test right now. Let's go down. Joe and I will take a test. Let him take the same test that I took.
Incidentally, I took the test too when I heard that you passed it.
Yeah, how did you do?
It's not the hardest test.
No, but
there's a picture and it says, what's that? And it's an elephant.
No. You see, that's all misrepresentation.
Well, that's what it was on the web.
It's all misrepresentation. Because, yes, the first few questions are easy, but I'll bet you couldn't even answer the last 5 questions. I'll bet you couldn't. They get very hard, the last 5 questions.
Well, one of them was count back from 100 by 7.
And let me tell you, you couldn't answer.
All right, what's the question?
Many of the questions. I just look at school. I watch. I read. Look at the stuff.
Oh, interesting. This man is very, very interesting. He's the most interesting president I've ever seen in my life. Yes. And come to think of it, I wanted us to watch this video. If we can ask same of our presidential candidates. You know, there are several times that some people have contested for presidency when yeah, it's true. Would I be disrespectful if I ask of Nana and Mahama to go for a cognitive test to see whose mind is sounder? Or who could be more intelligent? Would you want to guess an answer? Yours is as good as mine. Well, this is a motivational piece I saw and I thought that I'll share with you. But there are interesting parts of this motivational piece. And it's from none other than our own delay.
When I started out, I was called names. Menteborofo, I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not fair enough. I'm not this, I'm not that. Times were so hard that there were days when it was really hard for us. And to think, say, just some few years ago, my sister and I literally had to go and beg for food to eat. And today, we are providing food for people. Some people thought I was joking at the beginning. And in fact, it was a joke. Just last year, I bought it.
Salient points. There's a song that I love so much these days. Kiddie song. Take a picture. I love that song. Yes. And that is to buttress Delay's point. That sometimes there are people you see around these times that might look dejected, might look ugly, but actually they are not ugly. Oh. It be poverty will take them picture. Oh, it's true. Poverty, if you take your picture, wallahi, it go show you things. And if you get money too, if you take your picture, then you go see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you a set of pictures of some celebrities where the time where poverty take them picture. And the time where money take their picture.
I got a girl, she a London thing. She wanna roll and smoke one thing. I want to give her a diamond ring, but she say other girls like my thing. She make my heart beat say like say boom boom. Next time you're gonna take you to bloom bloom. When we done we go home and boom boom. Hop on the wagon, baby say vroom vroom. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture. I rap on your thing, but we move. Even you where they catch my cruise. You know the vibes, you know the groove. Only why they miss my boo. She make my heart beat say like say boom boom. Next time you're gonna take you to bloom bloom. When we done we go home and boom boom. Hop on the wagon, baby say vroom vroom. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see.
Oh, Belwo. Hey, who will be no munyepi? Some people, they get adjust pipe for the machine. They get rolling chain and all of this. Charlie, money they change things, oh, money they change things. Hey, money can transform everything in life. I tell you, it doesn't mean you have to be a greedy person. But I tell you, when wealth takes you a picture, it's very different from when poverty takes you a picture. This story is out of the roof and it's from Niger. And it says that there was chaos as acting NDDC MD slums during Rep's interrogation. And the story goes on to say that the acting managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, that's NDDC, Charlie, minus 1D, is equal to something else in Ghana. His name is Daniel Pondai. He slumped on Monday during interrogation by the House of Representatives Committee on the NDCC's expenditure, and he was promptly rushed to the hospital. Now, the story says a lot to African politics, corruption, and more.
We have listened to you. We listened to what you did in the Senate, where you said that a whopping 1.5 billion is to take care of ourselves. Is there any budget line to authorize that take care of ourselves in the budget of 2019 that we approved for you?
I mean, like, if I had said take care of ourselves, I must have said that in anger.
Andy.
Yes, sir.
Please. You are before this committee. Answer the question direct. Because you are under oath.
I'm under oath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Answer the question. That the 1.5 billion COVID-19 palliative you took.
It was not 1.5 billion, please. The figure is shown clearly.
Tell us the figure.
It's 1.32.
1.32.
This is the first time I've heard of this, a list on a budget that says that 1.5 million is equal to taking care of ourselves. How is that? How can you even write this? That we used 1.5 million to take care of ourselves. It's only in Africa, right? It's only in Africa. Okay, let's look at what happened after he tried to defend this question.
Are you aware that every expenditure you make from 31st May till date are not
I've collapsed. I've finished the show today. I will sign off. I wish I knew how to do this when I was a kid. Because then, if my mother had come to ask me how that money vanished from her purse, I'll go like... Ghanaians are laughing. It happened here some time ago, after the 2016 World Cup. Some people were crying at the listening. They were crying. This man took it to a different level. But the funniest part of the video is where the other guy tried to resuscitate him with the mouth-to-mouth idea. I'm sure he realized that he tried opening the mouth wide and said, okay, maybe he needs oxygen. So let me give him. He was going to give him, say, "Ay, corona." He kept going like that. Oh, Charlie, chop for Africa, don't be easy. Oh. It don't be easy, but we are learning some lessons out here. And it's on the Wow Show. Today, I'm at Champions, one of the biggest restaurants in Accra. It's located in Adabraka precisely. And today, somebody's going to take a break, and I'm going to take their job. Yeah, everything. Are you the chop banku and sauce?
Yes.
Charlie, you banku and beef sauce. Are you enjoying yourself?
Very fine.
Can I taste your food?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ghana.
Good.
I mean, what do you want, chop? What do you want to eat?
Somebody they take money for him, say look at buy it for you.
Is it for buy what?
Special jollof.
Special jollof. Time you say everything. Till what you are now was a coffee the day I finish saying. Because I'm sure I know no. Come do what? Okay. You come watching. Welcome, good boy. You want the red straw? No worries, I'll give it to you, okay? Okay, let me open yours for you first. You want the red? Okay. Choose your colors wisely, otherwise I'll know which party you belong to. You want the red one? Okay. So women are the best people to go. Anytime you deserve for some place where they go give, they forgive to the woman. And you belong to give tip. We're condom, my shed. Sorry. Okay. Open the salad. Over my head, what? Over so head. Open the door, say. You're too so. What do you call it? Pack my problem.
Mama, they miss
Welcome back. It's still the Wow Show. I hope you enjoyed that one. Now we are going to take ourselves to a different level. We're going to vibe. You understand? We're going to vibe this time. And like we do it every Saturday night, tonight I have a special person across sitting in the sofa for us to have a vibe. So let's vibe, people, on the Wow Show. And tonight I have a personality that I'm sure most Ghanaians would want to listen to and find out what he has for the nation. I mean, what he's up to. He's sitting right here. His name is Kwesi Busumbru. I hope I'm right with it.
That's correct.
Kwesi Busumbru. That sounds like my Nana Addo Busumbru that was given to him. That was given to Kofi Annan by the king of Ashanti.
That's correct.
Is that the same Busumbru that you are?
That's the same, yeah.
Where did you find that name?
Two births. My father is Busumbru.
Okay.
And he's from Ashanti Bekwai. And so that's how we all came out with that Busumbru
okay.
name.
So can you tell us again the meaning to Busumbru.
Busumbru, the meaning is king.
Okay.
It's a highly respected name. It's like a title. Like in England, they will give you somebody like Sir.
Yeah.
But in Ghana or in the Ashanti Kingdom, they give you that name, Busumbru, as a title.
Right.
But I was born with it. But they gave Kofi Annan.
That presupposes you are an Ashanti.
That's it. Half Ashanti, half Fanti.
Fanti.
Yes.
Which part of
My mom is
Central
Fanti.
region?
Cape Coast.
Wow.
Yeah, Cape Coast.
Central part of Central region.
Yes.
So Ashanti Central region. Well, before I introduce why you were here, I still want people to get to calculate for themselves. Ashanti Central region, that makes you feel that you can be the president of this country?
That's correct. Even without those demographics, you know, I know I got what it takes to be the leader of this country.
Have you taken the cognitive test?
Not here, though. I did it in America.
And everything is all right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we can proceed with the interview. Folks, let's welcome to the studios
flag bearer of People's Action Party.
Flag bearer of
People's Action Party. PAP.
People's Action Party.
Yeah.
PAP.
Yeah.
You are the flag bearer.
That's correct.
You
and the founder.
I'm the founder.
Yeah.
So you used your powers as the founder to make yourself the flag bearer. There was no.
Yeah, but we still go to Congress.
It's not a democratic party.
No. We still go to Congress. Yeah, it's a democratic.
You go to Congress.
Yes.
So how come you declare yourself the flag bearer when you've not been to Congress?
Yes, after having a dialogue with all the founding fathers, they decided that for now, I'll be the flag bearer.
Okay.
Of the party. But we'll go to Congress, then make an affirmation.
Okay. So who are these founding fathers you're talking about?
Okay. According to the laws of the land, you need to have founding fathers all over the now it's 16 regions, right? When we started, it was 10.
Okay.
But for you to get the licenses, you need to go around all the 10 regions and all the 275.
It means you've been doing this for a while.
Oh, yeah, since 2017.
Wow.
2017, and it's hard work. Hard work.
You realized some loopholes in the elections 2016, so you realized that I need to step in, start working in 2017 so that I can be president by 2020.
That's correct.
That's the vision.
That's correct.
So you are not just going to add up to the numbers?
No, this is something I've planned for the past 14 years.
So you still have Nana Addo's retirement letter?
Oh, yeah.
Pension letter?
Oh, yes, I do have it.
You have it?
It's
you already... Don't worry. I saw Donald Trump had a contract with Mexico in his suit. Like,
yes,
so
yes.
I'm not surprised if you have that. if you have that in your jacket.
So I grew up in Kumasi, went to school in Kumasi Academy. And the moment I finished my O-level, I had the opportunity to go to England at the age of 19. And I went there, hustled here and there, went to school, took a class in certificate in business management. Then after 18 years, I got another scholarship to go to America to further my education. That's when I studied political science at Rutgers University, the State University of New Jersey. So after 28 years living abroad, I decided to come home.
And I hear you've traveled over 32
countries. That's correct.
Well, that's wonderful. Doing what? Visiting, sometimes staying there?
Work. I also lived in Hong Kong for 6 years for work.
Doing what?
We were on assignment for Goldman Sachs and the Red Cross.
What's that?
It's a investment banking.
Okay.
In New York, Wall Street.
I heard you say that you're the rebel of your family when you were growing up.
Oh yeah, I was.
You still have the rebellious character or attitude?
I hate to be put down. Yeah, and I hate to be bullied.
You want to fight back when that's done to you?
That's correct.
Is that what you're doing now?
I mean, no, I'm not. This is not fighting back. This is doing what is right for the country.
Right.
That's why I decided to form my own political party. I could have joined any of the two parties, but I thought they are not up to the standards that I expect from our leaders.
Some
and for the
school of
Ghanaian
thought
people.
will say that they wouldn't accept you to be the presidential candidate, and probably you want to be a president.
That's correct.
So
definitely.
you wouldn't join those parties, those traditional parties.
That's correct.
It might take you ages to become the presidential candidate of NDC or MPP.
MPP.
Because after Nana Addo, Charlie,
Yeah,
names
the
be
line,
all-
that's it.
line were hot in tea.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after John Mahama, I'm sure there's
Also,
a long
yeah.
queue over there. So that is the reason why you have your own party.
Yes, I've also had offers that I should join, but no. I've always been a guy that always join like societies or parties when I know they're doing the right thing.
Right.
But right now, these two parties, they are way off
the
track.
offers that you got include any of these parties?
Yes, I've hosted Nana, the MPP in the U.S.
And he wanted you to be a part of the party.
Yeah, but you know where they've taken our country, they've set us back like I would say 28 years.
Did you tell him?
Oh, I've told them. They all know. They all know my stance.
They
Yeah.
have taken us back. And what did he say?
He said I should come to Ghana and we'll talk about the Ghanaians.
Who are the other members of your party? Prominent ones.
This party, right? That's a very good question, Mr. Richard. We have top gurus in the party. As a founder and flag bearer, I still have,
Can you mention a few?
That's a secret weapon.
Let them know, because people are declaring they have running mates and all of that.
No, in 2 weeks.
Do you also have a female running mate?
Yes.
Wow.
In 2 weeks'
Who copy
time.
Mahama?
Yes. We are not copying anybody.
Okay.
Because if you look at our demographics in this country, women have been pushed aside. I mean, traditionally in Ghanaian circle, always the woman.
So obviously you are endorsing Mahama's choice.
I'm not endorsing Mahama, but I'm endorsing
the
what.
choice.
No, I'm endorsing what we are bringing.
You're endorsing the fact that he picked a woman for a running mate.
No, I'm not endorsing Mahama for picking.
No, I'm not saying you endorse Mahama.
For picking a woman as running mate. No, I'm not endorsing.
But when you pick a woman as a running mate, it's cool.
It's cool, yes.
But when Mahama picks it, no way.
No.
When Akufo-Addo picks it, no way.
No,
But you, champion.
Yes, that's correct.
Kwesi Busumbru.
That's correct.
Well, so you have a party executives, you have a chairman, you have regional branches.
Mm-hmm.
You have all of that.
All of them. Because for you to get
Where's your head office?
It's in Kissiman.
Okay.
Yeah, next to Gimpa.
Right.
Right. To have a political party, you should have all these. They give you this big book. You go and look for your founding fathers, regional founders. It's a huge.
And you think you have fulfilled all of this?
I've done all. That's why they issued me my license. I have a license to run in the 2020 election.
And you are going to run?
And I'm going to run.
Right. I think that we'll also look at some of the things that makes you think that you're going to win. Do you have a manifesto? Lay down policies?
We have laid down policies. We have our manifesto. It's almost done. It's almost done.
You're getting these things a bit late in the day.
I don't think so.
If you're picking of a running mate for NDC, people thought was late in the day, and you are now about to do so.
Yeah, I have a running mate that eventually we're going to come out and introduce our running mate. But we don't see that we are late in, coming out with our policies or our manifesto.
Okay.
It's like how I've always said, manifesto is always a working document. And every now and then you tweak it and make sure that you have the right manifesto for the people.
People like Kwesi Busumbru, Jacob Eseyeboa, some of them found votes as much as 1%.
Mm-hmm.
And you think you're going to beat the 44, 47, and even get on to 50 plus vote, or it's just a joke?
If I say it's going to be easy, then I'm lying to myself.
But you believe you will win.
But I believe
I'll
that.
agree if you tell me that, okay, I'm going to make up the numbers and see what happens in 2024. But if you are declaring that I am going to give Nana Addo a pension letter on the 8th of December, two-party system in Ghana must end this year.
That's correct. And I believe that's so. I mean, if you look at it, for 28 years, they've sent us backwards. These two parties, we've gone backwards. Nothing works. Everything is dysfunctional. and the erratic way of governance is got to stop under the PAP government.
All right. What are you going to do differently?
That is a very good question. For starters, we have a very poor education system. Policing.
Free SHS.
Oh, free SHS is a great policy.
Initiative.
But was it planned? No. It was something that they came out with and it got stuck with the people. They could have done it 100 times better. If you look at countries like even Hong Kong, America, Britain, Germany, even Mexico, or even, let's say, the G20 countries, all the schools there, from primary through secondary schools, are all day students. They're all day students.
There are no boarding houses.
No. If you want to go to boarding school, you pay through the nose. It's very expensive.
Right.
And they fix their school in such a way that whether you're rich
But
or
the
poor,
day students go for free, do they?
oh yeah, whether you are rich or poor, you go to government school because they have systems in place that you will not feel out of place. But when we say free, it will be free. Well, we have, I mean, our boarding school system is archaic. And it's about time we change the way we educate our kids because it hasn't worked.
So purely, you think that the problem is we having boarding houses when we are not prepared for it?
Yes. And
that accounts for the poor feeding and all of that.
thank you. I was just going to say that.
So,
I was just going to say
that. For me, I think I look at things from that same perspective. If we could have a bit more of comfort for the children whilst they are in school. But you are thinking that it should be day students free. If you want to go to the boarding house, you pay for it. That's how it's done in Hong Kong.
Yes.
So Ghana we are going to change the whole country to Hong Kong in how many months when you become the president?
Oh, these things, that's why I'm saying to you, you don't have to come on TV and lie about, oh, I can do this in 6 months or 8 months.
So you are going to run your campaign without any promises?
No, there'll be a whole lot of problems.
Health.
Like,
Let's say health.
Yes.
What are some of the
oh, we have
ideas
huge challenges
on your mind?
with our health issues.
Yes.
We are bringing something that they have in America called walk-in. You can walk in. It's a 10-bed mini hospital in all over the United States.
Like in districts?
In districts. So you can just walk in and you go there within 5-10 minutes, you're taken care of. But if they diagnose that, oh, you need to go to the main hospital, there's an ambulance there to take you to the main hospital.
You think that Nana Addo, Mahamas, and all the other presidents who are alive didn't think about this? They will still say that we don't have enough resources to achieve these things.
Look, for every country to succeed, the health of the people should be number one priority. If we don't have good health in our country, and I know we don't, right? That's why most people, they've resorted to this, some bad traditional cocktail. I wouldn't even call it medicine. You know, and it's killing our people. I mean, sometimes the acidic content in some of these medicine, we shouldn't even give it to human beings, let alone animals, let alone human beings.
So they are not properly tested?
Not at all. And we have so much to do as a country. I mean, our health system is broken.
This is a campaign platform.
That's okay.
Okay, what would you do about let's talk about creative arts, the industry in which I work. Any ideas?
Creative arts.
Yes.
If you look at...
And tourism.
A country like America. America lives on creative arts. Do you know that Hollywood, the amount of money it generates, even a year, even when actors and actresses retire, there's still money coming in. But if you look at our actors and actresses, and I mean, I would say it's a broke art rather than creative art. And meanwhile, Ghanaians are talented. Ghanaians are very, especially you.
I will subscribe to that description.
Especially
broke
you.
Arts instead of creative arts.
Yes.
Okay, so now the minister is the Minister of Broke Arts and Tourism. We'll change the name.
Yeah.
Not creative arts.
No,
and tourism.
it's not anymore.
So how are you going to fix this? Are you going to bring Hollywood or Hong Kong Wood or which one in Ghana to rectify this?
if you look at our actors and actresses, right, some of them, they don't have even a university degree.
Yeah.
They came through the mill as young as, say 10, 12. But in America, for them to call you an actor, almost 95% went to university. To the School of Art. Yes,
actors.
School of Art. So what I believe, Ghanaians, we have talented actors and actresses that have not gone to university level. But what we will bring out as a party will be to make sure that our actors and actresses can compete with the rest of the world.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I'll be asking him more questions because I want to know how he's going to change the dynamics. This is the Wow Show. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I go Ghana be Nyeme. Member Omanye. Yeah, wa don akeje kwe chelewo. No ko ngbana ni nimie no shishi. Ni ntashien MPP njojimi. Je MPP keke. Shicha manjimi. Yeku. Ni no ni swoma yue pe jake. What wo be? Wo ha no no ba fi. Nu wo sako wo he. E shinjake wole aka hele eba mami. Ni hela ne ba je no ko shamo nini. Egbe me bi antone egbe wa ministers. Ona boni yo no kaji akaba fe voters ID card e. Me no wato machine say more. Bona fe ni me ni ya bo amehena. Ne ano kani bi ne ka hela kwa ya ka hela ya hwen. Papa ni mini ya no. E ya ka at least akasha hashka. Ni wale na kashka ligbe yo agbene companies won donate shika gani bi biana ni bi na kwachi mu wagugo na fe aketa wo doctor say hela momo mu ame nurse say ni ko me hela mo agbene meji no ni ya no nyegbo e mami wo votu hanye ni nyeba hwe wo hia hina kan nyejo wa ho dogba anya tawo machine say anya hia machine je nyela aka nye sheko machine say keba mi no amane o mene odu ane wa use no no.
Welcoming you back to the studio. I still have my brother and friend, Mr. Kwesi Busumbru. So what do you make of the registration exercise around the times that is being organized and some of the incidents that's taking place whilst going on?
Oh, that is a brilliant question.
Yeah.
We are not in normal times, as our president normally says. Me personally, if I was the president, I know we have a date for our elections, like December 7th, but we are not in normal times. And look at this COVID, and with this registration, there's no social distancing. Everybody behaves as if we are in normal times.
Would you have postponed the elections?
Yes, I would have.
You wouldn't have allowed children to go back to school, would you?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't either. I mean, look at the mess that's going on right now. Like, parents are now fearful of their kids' life. They don't know when their kids they're going to be called for their kids, for them to come and pick up their children from school. You know, it's all this crazy making.
Are you going to call for constitutional reforms now that you've started talking about even adjusting election dates and all of that? Are you someone who's looking at constitutional reforms?
Oh, that's a brilliant question. It has always been on my mind. It's so dear to my heart that, yes, the Constitution is 28 years of it. We've gone far with it. But it does not cut the mustard because there's so many loopholes. But if you look at our Constitution, it's such that the privileged few are immune from persecution when they do, they bend the rules. And we need to amend it so fast that, especially the ex gratia, the indemnity clause.
Let's look at these two areas.
Yes.
Ex gratia for MPs and ex public officials and all of that. That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
It will be stricken out.
Out.
Wow.
It has to go.
Before we share some people to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
and then indemnity clause.
Yes.
Which protects some, heads
of states when they leave office.
When they leave office,
after
you can't prosecute them.
I mean, where in the world do they have such laws?
That will also be stricken out.
Oh yes, it will be the first thing out. It will take time. You have to go through the judicial process, amendments.
What is the motivation? Because you want to be a president.
Yes,
and
the motivation.
You are human. You are going to bend the rules somewhere along the line. And,
right.
And you don't want to cover yourself?
No, I mean, if you're a leader, you should always lead from the front. You should always lead from the front. I mean, having a clause in the Constitution, right, that protects the president is not right. And believe me, I'll repeal and replace the indemnity clause within the first 2 years of my presidency. It has to go.
What will happen? You open up precedents for prosecution after they leave office?
Oh yes, you are responsible to the people. You have to account for everything that you've done. Look at South Korea. 2 presidents back to back, they're in jail. They didn't steal money. They just did favors for their cronies. They're in jail for 20 years. One is 15 years, the other one is...
I'm sure this will make them more effective.
That's it.
Yes.
You know, when you have a system whereby you cannot prosecute the leader for mismanagement of your country, then we have a problem. That's why we have a huge problem in this country.
Corruption.
Yes, it's rampant everywhere.
How are you going to work on that?
Corruption is something that I've always said. When I'm president, corruption will be a crime against humanity. These leaders will not even be tried here. They'll be tried at The Hague.
When people want to take office, campaigning for a political placement, for political power, they say a lot of things. Oh, when we come, oh, who changed Ghana? Oh, who changed Ghana? Then when they come and they start chopping small, oh, we are changing it. We are changing it. And when they chop overboard, when you ask them, oh, who can change Ghana? Oh, who can change Ghana? And then that's that. That's what they all say.
Right, that's correct.
But over the 28 years, the difference is as clear as you can see. So, would you want me to recommend for a lie detector for you? To find out whether what you are saying.
Yeah, I mean what I say, and believe me, there's so much as a country we can do. They don't want macho. Ghanaians don't want macho.
I still see governance going through borrowing and taxing to govern, which I think that government should do better by being creative, business-oriented, developing businesses and making profit to look after the nation rather than borrowing. Do you have similar ideas? Because I'm wondering where you are going to find your funding from to achieve some of the goals that you think you're going to achieve. Is it going to be through borrowing and taxing, increasing petrol, increasing electricity, and all of that to support what you intend to do? Or you have other means?
If I was to win this election.
If you were to?
Yes.
You don't believe you would?
Oh, no, I will win. Okay. I know I will win. So if I win this election, let me rephrase it.
Yes, if you win the election.
If I win this election, this is what PAP has for the people. Corruption will be a crime against humanity.
Yeah.
And you will not be tried in Ghana. You'll be tried at The Hague because Ghanaians deserve better. We'll broaden the tax net.
Take more taxes.
Yes, and how we're going to take these taxes? We will make sure, say, every Ghanaian will reduce the tax rate to 15% across board, just like
everybody will pay 15%.
15%.
Even the big industries.
Yes, and when you bring your taxes to 50%, it creates jobs right there, because they have enough money to add onto the job market. As a leader, I believe that taxes should be between 10 and 15%. You know why churches have more money than even the government?
No.
The 10% tithes. Right?
It's good enough to
They've
get
told
more.
every church member, oh, the Bible says 10%. And when you have one cedi is 10%.
That's creative way of taking their money.
That's it. So we as a party, we were even suggesting 10% across board.
If you don't win the election, okay, I wish you well.
Thank you.
If you don't, who would you want to win in your stead, Mahama or Akufo-Addo?
None of the above. None of the above, because I believe in my ability to win this election. Because Ghanaians, they've had enough. So Richard, they've had enough.
If any of them wins,
I don't see them winning it, because there's going to be a shock in this 2020 election.
All right, so on the 7th of December,
yes, sir,
Kwesi Busumbru is declared as the winner of the elections. What would be the very first thing you would want to see changed or happen? The very first thing.
Our laws, police force, and make sure we amend our constitution as fast as we can.
You do what?
Amend our constitution.
Constitution.
Yes.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, and the police force.
And because the police force.
What are you going to do about loopholes in our constitution?
As for the constitution, I think you've mentioned a few.
Right.
How about the police force? You change the IGP.
They'll all be retrained, because this is not a police force.
Which one is this one? If it's not a police force, I want to find out.
No, it's not
what
police
it
force.
is.
Because
which one? If it's not a police
if you have
force,
a country,
yes, which one?
And
is
the
this
police
one?
are even scared to confront the individual for committing a crime, then they need to be retrained.
Yes. Are you a fun man? Do you have fun? You go out?
Very much so.
Go to the nightclub sometimes?
Oh, I used to, but not anymore.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Football, athletics, you name it.
Oh,
I've
you
done
played
it
for
all.
any team before?
Oh, no. Commerce Academy, I was a sport, even at Form 3, sports captain, football captain, athletics, all the sports. I was in charge.
Wow.
At one point,
which school is that?
Kumasi Academy.
Kumasi Academy.
Yes. Because
Kumaka.
That's it. You know?
Wow.
So from the moment I finished O-level, I had the opportunity.
You remember the school anthem? Kumaka school anthem.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, so you don't remember. But at least PAP has an anthem.
PAP with the pop, wow.
With the pop, wow. Hey, Charlie Flex Day inside.
Oh, yes.
You don't be small. PAP with the pop, wow. That's interesting. And married with children?
Yes.
So how's your regular day like?
Oh, my regular day is like being in office, driving around districts upon districts, talking to people, and making sure that the right thing is done.
Do you have a side chick?
No.
Why?
Because
you're a handsome man.
Because it's not appropriate.
No, your wife is greedy. Has it ever been appropriate in your life before? Side chicks?
Oh, in high school. That's what in high school most of the students do. You know, once you finish secondary school, you know, we're all crazy, chasing, but
everything is good.
Yeah, but once you're married,
I suppose you were a very good hunter at the time.
No comment. Looking at our 28 years of democracy, it's not fair. It's not fair on the Ghanaians. What did they do? All they did was to elect these people to rule over them. And they've taken that for granted. And they've treated Ghanaians with disrespect and disdain that I believe that Ghanaians deserve better and they deserve more than what at the moment is being dished out to them.
And that's what you're propagating, that PAP is going to bring to Ghanaians.
That's correct.
Come 7th December.
That's correct.
Not 2024?
Nope.
2020.
Mr. Richard, 2020.
That's going to be something else. So 7th January 2021, Ghana will be announcing Mr. Kwesi Busumbru as our president.
Amen.
At the Independence Square.
No,
or you hold a function somewhere else?
There'll be no inauguration.
You won't have an inauguration?
I'll call the lawyers, the Supreme Court justices, and we'll swear in at the Flaster House, and that's it. That's it. All that money could be utilized somewhere else.
Folks, so that's it. We've had a wonderful personality to talk to. He could be the next president of the country. I have a photograph with him, and immediately he becomes the president. I'll take the photograph to the Flagstaff House and show it to the security and tell them that, hey, I was part of the Mime King. So give me the opportunity to see him. Yes, that's Mr. Kwesi Busumbru, who is the founder and the flag bearer of the People's Action Party.
Da 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 botier. Hello, da 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 nie. Da 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 botier. Hello,
hello,
da 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 da.
Don't watch every day.
I didn't know.
Yo fufu, bankunik tilapia.
Bankunik tilapia. Tilapia no board in pound.
Oh, there be a 15 cedis pay.
15. Kobe no board in sound. Come on, Kobe. Thank you.
You're welcome. Say, Obi only 9 cities.
9 cities. Okay. 9 Ghana. 9 Ghana.
Da 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 botier.
I'm gonna say I didn't mean you know I'm say 10.
And she says, "Many day."
I think say this one be 10, so I don't know how many days do I do.
Means 5 cities now. Was some 9 cities.
Oh, minimum sir, me challenge you. Now, Sika call me who any oh, the man might be an say 10 city. If you only management kasa, my mom's credits why? Oh, what channel be only management in kasa one. Be a regular customer. Ada be ambedi the same timidity be time. Oh. But then no, this kind of man, let me say 10 city.
Okay, name me catch me, madam. I don't know.
Oh, madam. Small misunderstanding between myself and your worker.
Make me understand. Explain.
Hey, oh, me buy no. Na me order diet. Me jam diet amutu 4. Nti me sa ka chen so ma aponchi 2. Now see me be on this
9 cities.
And I'm checking economy no. And I'm say, but oh sharp, me not say 10 city.
Excuse me, Pacho. Stop beating about the bush, Mr. Owen. Just go straight to the point. Why are you giving 5 cities instead of 9?
And I'm say, I think say it be 10 city. It's not me chess and can you mean Papa away?
Hey, me Pacho. No, take it back. Ora, Mr. Owen. Me nim se obetimi abedidi wa habiema ba efinne ko obedidi wa habiema menye sade we bi da e fa 9 to table so yedidi wo so.
Thank you
Mr. Me Pacho.
So come waji me shoe no 5 cities not a cham betwam
me pese me ma wo se enye NGO bi ne atene ha.
Just sir.
And me amegina we I'm not a philanthropist. No. And sisika na e wo se wo de soso na ye 9 cities and 4 cities fa soso na family sika ma me why.
Me calculate me expenditure to 10 cities nti aka 9 no nan kam de one na fa say nti me yi na mu say aka 5 anya me for accident
aha na wo be check economy wan check wo fiance awo ba aha na wo be check economy. You're being difficult. Oh my goodness. Honey, please come over.
Okay. Asma mama oni no mguso. One money kakra.
Honey, soon you be ma wedi pa.
Baby, what's going on? What's the problem?
Baby, it's nothing serious. I know you can handle this. You came to eat here. Everything amounted to 9 Ghana cedis. And He just gave us 5 cities. I don't know what he's going to do with the rest. 4 cities. Let's have it. 9 cities, me pacho.
You serious?
I need that money right now, me
And I want to pay 5 in advance.
Are you serious?
No, no.
You're eating all this food and you cannot even pay for the food.
Oh.
Are you taking a piss or what?
Oh no, sir. I'm not taking anything.
Nah, I'm not having this.
Sir, you see, sir.
You know what?
Baby, deal with him, please.
I'll sort it out. Big Joe!
Sort it out. I'm
Joe!
5
You
cities.
want to send on me?
In advance.
Get this guy out.
Oh,
take it.
Take care of him, please. Come me free,
Yeah, welcome back from TV Theatre on the Wow Show. And to this episode, there will be a continuation the next time we come back. Yes, there's a second part and probably a third part to this series on TV Theatre. And if you watch the last one, that's when you feel all the vibe around this TV Theatre. So I'll expect to see you next week to see what's up next with what the man is doing at that restaurant. And on that note, I would like to say a big thank you to all of you supported with your time and patience as we grow through. And then, refreshment is taken care of, you know, and some eatables and all of that. Refreshment is by Chill Up. Yes, you also want to chill up. And after Chill Up, we get something down to eat, and that's from Toria's Kitchen, Toria's Cuisine. Yes. And this fine shirt, of course, it's not just a shirt, you know, this kaftan and the trousers I'm wearing, giving me the confident edge, is from Nalem. Yes, Nalem made me this sweet. Aha. And, you know, if you're talking about furniture in Ghana, those taking care of me right here on this show, The Wow Show, is Cozy Furniture. Check them out. Listen, we thank you so very much for your time. We hope you join us again next week for some more wow stuff. Yes. Thank you to the technical team. The name is Mikki Osei Berko. Otikoko Nana #1. Yes. The whole Ghana. Thank you. I'll see you again when I see you. Bye!
Adina, and they call me Eugene. Oh yeah, yeah.
You are the reason why I am still alive. 'Cause I depend on you so I can survive. I promise, think of you, I go change my life. My baby waits for me, I will soon arrive. Me who are many
Adina,
when you are damaging,
Adina,
full of confusion.
Adina,
So I will do anything for your love. Oh, me who are many
Adina,
when you are damaging.
Adina.
Tell